this mountain region, weaving begins very early, from the moment people step onto the fields and place the first cotton seeds into the soil. Without machines, without haste, each seed is planted by hand, following a way of working passed down through many generations. The cotton plants grow strong among the hills and forests, shaped by careful hands and a way of life closely tied to nature. When the cotton ripens, it is picked gently, one handful at a time, to preserve the softness of the fiber inside. Before it can become thread, the cotton must be fully cleaned, using simple tools that have long been familiar. From loose white cotton, the fibers are spun with a traditional spindle, slowly and evenly, guided by a rhythm learned through habit. Each thread is tested by touch because the strength of the finished cloth begins right here. The colors of the fabric do not come from chemicals, but from the forest plants that grow around the village. Leaves, roots, and bark are boiled over a wood fire, forming dye baths that carry the memory of the land. After each dyeing, the threads are dried in the sun, allowing the color to settle naturally over time. Once the color is right, the threads are carefully sorted, preparing for the most important stage of the craft. The loom is set up inside the home, where weaving remains part of everyday life. Patterns are not drawn on paper, but held in the weaver's memory. Row by row, the threads interlock, and the patterns slowly appear, shaped by the rhythm of hands and feet. Each motif carries its own meaning, telling the story of the community through form and color. As the cloth lengthens, the weaver can see time and experience woven into the fabric. When the cloth is released from the loom, the work is still not finished. The fabric is washed and dried with care to preserve its color in the traditional way. The finished cloth is not just a product, but the result of a long cycle of labor. The patterns preserve memory, customs, and the world view of the people who create them.
This fabric tells a story, a long and beautiful one.
The craft is
Feel the
passed
rhythm.
down not through
Let your
books,
hands
but through
guide
hours
the
spent
thread.
sitting together at the loom.
The red dye is perfect today.
Yes, it dried quickly in the sun.
These textiles are made to be used, worn, and lived with.
This thread here, it represents the river near the stilt house. It must be dyed indigo twice.
I understand, Elder. I will remember this when I weave.
Once turned into clothing, the fabric continues to accompany daily life and community rituals. Even as life changes, the loom remains, a quiet part of the home. And so the craft repeats itself across years and generations. In these hands live experience, memory, and a deep pride in the craft. The cloth becomes a clear marker of identity, something that cannot be confused with any other.